Hello everyone, this is Sensei John here with this video edition of Kickin' News. This month I'm joined by Sensei Ian Rose. Hi. Ian's been training now for about a decade.
Oh, not quite. Almost.
All right. So a couple of things. We are closed on the 9th for graduations. Also, summer classes will remain the same. I see no reason to change anything right now. And at the bottom of the screen, new website for all your merchandise, t-shirts, sneakers, whatever doodad you're interested in, with the Martial Arts Lifestyle Center logo on it, all designed by yours truly. I probably missed my calling there somewhere along the line. I should be probably doing design or something. But anyway, that'll be at the bottom of the screen. We're going to do a new thing this month and see how it goes. We'll run it every month. We're going to do the technique of the month. This month we're doing, what technique is it? Lever. Lever is a one or two hand front grab, choke, or shoulder grab. To keep it simple, we're just going to do a one hand front grab for now. So Ian attacks and grabs me with one hand. Usually this person is either going to push or getting ready to punch with the opposite hand. Now what I want to do is I want to isolate Ian's hand to my chest with my opposite hand. So when I step back on an angle, I'm going to apply pressure to the carpals in his wrist and extend his elbow out, making it a lot more difficult for him to throw that punch. At the same time, I'm going to strike his elbow with an inward block, trying to hyper-extend the elbow. I'm going to drop that hand down, still maintaining my grip. I'm going to drop my hand down on top of his wrist at the same time, letting go and releasing, knocking his hand away. As his body turns for me, I'm going to continue that same motion and momentum through with a strike to the throat. So again, a little slower. Ian grabs, I pin, I step back on a 45-degree angle, at the same time striking the elbow. I drop the hand down, come around, chop through, strike to the throat. So with a little bit of speed, and in slow motion. Now let's say you've got that technique down, it's no problem. B, so that was A. So B is a little different. Attack is the same. Grabs, pin his hand. It's very important that I isolate that hand. Stepping back into that rear horse stance, I got both my feet pointing on that 45-degree angle off from my attacker as my center line. The walls, square walls are not my lines. It's my attacker is always my center. So I strike the elbow. I drop down, I come across the top, and I'm going to scoop the blade of my arm through Ian's elbow towards my belly, pulling him towards me. I then pull back to my hip, round elbow towards the head, maintaining that pin. So once again, grabs, I pin, strike, over the top, scoop in, pull back, elbow. So one more time, a little bit of speed. And slower. And immediately you can see the reaction to Ian's body if I pin that hand down tightly. So a lot of mistakes people make is they keep this hand too loose, you're just touching his hand, and they move, and he hasn't changed any. Okay? So I want to make sure I'm on that 45-degree angle because I want to pin his hand so that his hand actually changes direction. You can see right there the reaction I'm getting because all that weight tends to go right into that wrist. So as I apply pressure to that hand and I step back, even if Ian pushes, my angle of my stance helps to deflect that. If I'm facing him straight on and he pushes, of course I'm going to move. Even if I step back on this line, he still can push it. So what I want to do is angle my stance on my 45 so that as he pushes on my left shoulder, just drives my right foot into the floor. So you want to make sure you're pinning that hand nice and tight. And that's lever. This is Sensei John and Ian Rose saying, we'll see you on the mat.